Oh.
Welcome back to the Disaster Dudes.
You see, normally I tap the timer, so I got very confused when we started.
That's because you're a little bitch.
I was moving shit off the desk that was in the way.
What was in the way, huh?
Your measuring boy.
Huh?
Tiny little cup boy. Oh my god, not even 20 seconds in, dude. Bioshock's got some hacking. Hey, you ever played Bioshock, Ty? I heard it's got some nice hacking in it.
And slashing?
No.
Oh.
You'd hope. It's mostly hacking.
Oh man, you know, personally, I really like Fallout 76. I have great memories of this one thing where it was the mole, the mole one. They used to give us so much good loot before they patched it, and there was just this one time when we were playing it and we got, it's just like, you know, I had to go for half of it, but like, we got some really great shit from it.
Fuck, man. That's a joke only I'm going to get, and I don't want us to explain it.
That was the mission where Abby broke up with me.
Oh, yep.
Oh, we couldn't.
For reference, it was Uranium Fever, the mission.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, fuck! It's a little bitch.
Like, I somehow knew as soon as he mentioned Fallout 76 where you were going to end up going with that, and I was just sort of like, you didn't look over at me, I don't think, but if you had, you would have seen me slowly looking down and shaking my head in disappointment at where this fucking conversation was going.
Daniel, you couldn't possibly have known.
So, are you...
Yeah.
Nice. What a scoop! This sounds very copyrighted. Let me replace it with myself.
Do you want to do some hacking mini games?
Oh boy, do I.
Oh fuck.
He's got a cannon in his left hand and a rifle in his right.
That one. And
He's just a double-barreled kid. We played Fallout 76 once after that, and I don't think we're ever going to go back to it.
I mean, I wanted to go back to it, but like it.
I'd have to reinstall it, my dude.
Well, no, but I can play it without you. But I have like.
You can, but that defeats the purpose of being a Fallout game with friends. Because you don't have any other friends.
It's also just it's a good game by itself. I mean, it plays like Fallout 4.
It does, but I wasn't really too much of a fan of Fallout 4. Most of what I enjoyed there was the fact that you were with me. However, the Wastelanders DLC should hopefully fix a lot of that when it does eventually launch.
Oh shit, I'm at the point where I don't know where to go.
Well, the game says press H for a hint.
Come in your mum. I pressed H and we almost closed the game.
Okay, so, that's a side quest, yeah, the photographing the spider slicers. Or maybe it isn't, actually.
Containers, messages, goals.
Okay, yeah, it's not. Alright, you just need to go find one.
Come.
I have no choice. We're both observing from the outside. I can't not come. I could turn around. Would that make you feel better?
Yes, please.
Right.
Present your ass.
Okay. Now you can tell me to come, and I will turn around, and I will be with you.
Come.
Okay. There we go. Succeeded.
I hope you don't come. I hope you can never come.
Well, now I am not doing it.
Hey, look, photograph.
Fucking.
Oh wait, actually, if I it's a big dadicle.
How good's that photo? B? How the fuck could have you done
was a
better?
full level damage increase if they're doing like fighting shit. And you can sometimes take multiple photos. See? And it gives you diminishing returns.
Score too low, photo not taken.
Okay.
Diminishing
I instantly killed my friend.
I failed at speaking and just got disappointed in myself.
Fuck.
You know, usually...
Reload with... It's fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. We need to figure out if death has a consequence in this, apart from, like, enemies maybe healing. Because the Big Daddy may not have. We'll find out in a minute.
Electric butt.
He is not! And he isn't even insta-aggroed on you, that's the thing. Oh, he's got a not friend, but not enemy. But, well, he helps you. He helps him in the sense that they also want to kill you. Oh, Lord, he coming. Oh, Lord, he coming. I thought he was dead! That looked like a dying animation, and he looked like he had fuck all health. Like, Jesus Christ.
Nah. I didn't think he had a little sister with him.
Can they just sometimes not?
I think they can respawn with no little sister. And I guess we'd already killed that one. Hey, this is where I get a photograph.
This photograph. I don't know if that song's actually bad or if it's just been memed to death. Because, like,
the song, but I also like, you know, I like Nickelback, so
yeah.
Suck my dick. Give me the level, you little bitch. Well,
Search again to get different loot. That sounds kind of useful.
come. Do not run away from me.
What the fuck? Oh, that's a bitch.
That's the one that I need to get a photo of. That was an A-class photo. Yeah, boy! Get fucked. Oh, I'm gonna get fucked. It is I who will not be doing the fucking.
I thought something had glitched and I thought she was gonna straight up just go through the ceiling. I thought we had just witnessed a fucking Zoldo level game fuck up there.
I like how we literally ripped out her heart and that gave us a health kit.
We're the good guys.
Yes, the good guys do a lot of ripping people's hearts out. That's the switch to turn off the uber level cucking. No!
Bad boy! Oh man, this game, like, it's nowhere near it. Possibly because you're not on the hardest difficulty, but like, the whole like conservation of ammo and trying to survive against hordes of fuckers that want to kill you it's a basic of most games, but the one that is making me think of is Resident Evil 2, since I've been playing that a lot recently. I've been trying to basically like clear up all the campaigns in it because Resident Evil 3 is dropping in 4 months. Yep. And I would like to play that because...
You haven't mentioned.
I don't think I mentioned on recording.
Quite possibly not.
Yeah. Fucker. But yeah, the whole Nemesis part of Resident Evil 3 is very much like Mr. X, and Mr. X is like...
Who the fuck is Mr. X?
He is the reason that Resident Evil 2 is actually fucking scary. Basically, it goes from this like sort of more survival.
Go on.
It's more survival than horror. Like, you're conserving your ammo, you're trying to fight the zombies, but not too much because you need the ammo for later on. There's stuff like lickers, which whilst they're strong, they're not too much of a pain. They can't see you, so if you move slow, you can walk around them, and if you get spotted by them, you just drop a flash grenade and they won't be able to do jack shit. But Mr. X shows up like maybe 2 hours, maybe not even that, into the game. And from there on, he can go anywhere that isn't a safe room, including the main hall, which I thought was a safe room because it has the save point. And all you hear from then on in the game is just as his footsteps going around the fucking mansion. looking
Wow.
for you, because his sole purpose, like everything else in the game, is to kill you. He is a bioengineered thing made to kill any witnesses of the outbreak. I don't entirely know why they're trying to kill witnesses. There's probably a story reason I missed.
Isn't it that, like, they don't want people to know that the situation's happening?
It's spread to a city
these
at this
two
point.
Are respawning, but one of them has a little sister?
No, both do.
No, only one. This one doesn't.
Oh. I think the little sister ran from one to the other.
Ah.
But yeah, Mr. X makes the game fucking amazing in terms of horror. Like, I have never had so much agitation, because you can't play the game like you've been playing it up to that point.
Yeah.
You'll have been playing thinking, like, alright, if a zombie gets too close, I will either headshot it to stun it, or kneecap it, and then run past. But no, you shoot a bullet, he will hear you, he will come to your general area, and start searching. And the Raccoon City Police Department is not that big. And if you run, he will hear it. And I think if you open doors, he hears it. I'm not certain on this. But like, also, Jesus fucking Christ, you came close.
Fuck, there's the other one. I didn't prepare for that scenario.
Well, I mean, you can just die and the other one will still be dead and he might de-aggro.
I mean, yes, but that's the little bitch way of playing the game.
If you end up dying anyway, though, it's just going to be a little bit of a...
No. Not the little bitch scenario.
I mean, no, but like...
I died a big man with big intentions.
Ironically, Mr. X isn't actually in the game that much. Like, after all that, like, he shows up and then stops existing for a long time and then re-shows up a couple of times. Well, that's in scenario A. Like, because there are two main characters in Resident Evil 2. Claire and Leon. Basically, like, they have all these separate campaigns. But then, like, there's a B campaign because they're supposed to be going through the mansion at the same time. But the B story is basically you play as that character, but it's having the other character having gone through and done shit.
Yeah.
It starts with your first meeting with the character and,
Yeah.
like, goes from there. It's quite a lot more difficult. I started playing the B scenario in hardcore mode because, you know, I ain't no bitch. And I decided to be a bitch and start an easy mode difficulty one to grab all the little collectibles that would give me an infinite durability knife.
Wow.
That's not as useful as it sounds. It is quite useful, but like...
So what it sounds like is you're a little bitch.
Basically...
You're a little bitch, but you're trying not to be a little bitch, but you're still a little bitch.
Like, it gets insanely harder. Like, there are people that complain that it's too much on hard difficulty, and like, I kind of agree to a point because the whole...
It is my friend.
He's humming an Ink Spot song. Okay, that's definitely copyrighted. Yikes. But yeah, like, the whole mechanic of the original Resident Evils was that there were typewriters and ink ribbons. Ink ribbons were the items you used to save your game, and basically typewriters were where you saved them at. And they were limited, like, thing. But that's only on the hardest difficulty now, and people want to play with that to get into the old feel of it. But to do so, they have to play on... Oh boy, too much. Too fucking much. My first campaign, I ended it, like, having to fight the final boss, like, 15 times, I think?
Yeah.
Because I had not enough ammo. Because I went all out on what I thought the final boss fucking was. Because there's no obvious indication that it's the final boss.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That sounds kind of shit.
I love it though. It's an amazing game. And the second run I was so much more conservative and I had so much more ammo. And then the boss fight didn't happen where I thought it was, and it was a completely different fucking thing.
Oh.
Because each campaign has different bosses, I guess.
That's kind of cool.
And then apparently there's a secret final boss when you complete both B scenarios. Or possibly just one B scenario, I don't actually know. Yeah, you mentioned before trying to get achievements. That is the one I'm wanting to 100%. Among other ones.
Yeah. Lamau. Give me my...
That's sort of one of those fucking Gilligan cut situations.
Guns away.
Wait. Ty, this is not something better suited for the next episode.
Whoa! That's a great segue. Did you write it in your book?
Hold on.
You did. It's right there.
Hold on.
Holy shit! He did write it in his notebook.